Why would you throw a party? Where does this throwing action come from when talking about hosting a party? Throwing usually has to do with hurling something, usually an object, but it could be an emotion, throwing a tantrum. But one also uses the verb when talking about hosting a party, throw a party. Where does this come from? Did people in the old days host parties by throwing objects?
According to the OED, the term dates back to 1922, when Sinclair Lewis used it in Babbitt. I tracked down the passage. They and their set worked capably all the week, and all week looked forward to Saturday night, when they would, as they expressed it, throw a party, and the thrown party grew noisier and noisier up to Sunday dawn, and usually included an extremely rapid motor expedition to nowhere in particular. From what I can gather, it seems Lewis used it with the idea of to toss in mind, which principally means 1. With obj, throw, something, somewhere lightly, easily, or casually. Additionally, it's used as a colloquial term within the passage itself, as they expressed it, throw a party. As defined now, their verb, to throw, includes 6. With obj, give or hold, a party. Definitions from New Oxford American Dictionary.
To supplement at NG Boot's answer, I offer the consideration that to throw a party was originally an informal quasi-spontaneous do. It suggested the idea that the hosts had just grabbed some cheap booze, snacks, and there was going to be lots of music and people. Consider also the expression, to throw on something, which means to wear whatever happens to be on hand. The throw idiom is not implying that you hurl objects at someone or something, but that you throw a party on a date, for somebody or at a specific time, place. For example, families of boys named Nicholas throw a party on December 6th, St. Nicholas Day. You've simply got to let me throw a party for you, Louise, Sally pleaded. But why? Louise asked. So we can announce your engagement publicly. She can throw a party at a moment's notice and often does. And Grandchart confirms that the idiom started life in the early 1920s. The earliest reference for throw a party for is dated 1921 in the Delta of Sigma Nu Fraternity, Volume 38.
The OED has throw a party from 1922, but I found several antedatings. It shows up in US University and Fraternity magazines in 1919, 1920, 1922. There's also a 1917 in a story in Good Housekeeping. The earliest I found is from the Scroll of Phi Delta Theta, Volume XL, May 1916, number 5, page 457. California Alpha University of California, no letter received. California Beta Leland Stanford University. California Beta threw a party at Menlo Country Club on April 28, which was one of the best for years. That is what all the reporters say, and we fully agree. Some of the brothers from California Alpha motored down, and from what they said they had a fine time.